Okay, so far we talked about dependent variables. Those are either quantitative and continuous and they can take any value, or we talked about dependent variables. Those are binary and takes on a value of 0 and 1. But what if we are dealing with a discrete dependent variable? That is, we have a variable which takes on only specific values. So we'll see that these type of variables arise frequently in practice, and the interpretation is not very complicated, as I will show you in this example of fertility data. And this data is taken from Botswana, and it contains information on a sample of women in Botswana, and we are interested in knowing the number of children as a function of age and education of a woman. So now this dependent variable number of children, it takes on only specific values. As we can imagine, it can take on value of 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., but not any value in between these numbers. So let's look at our main variable, education. So the coefficient value on education is minus 0.90. So the usual interpretation would be that a 1 unit increase in education, that is, an additional year of education, will decrease the number of children by 0.089. It doesn't make any sense if the fertility decreases by 0.09 children, because we know that the value of children could only take a value of 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So a nicer way to summarize this type of interpretation is to interpret the result as a group. For example, we can summarize this coefficient value to say that if each woman in a group of 100 women obtains another year of education, we estimate that there will be 9 fewer children among them. Similarly, adding other binary variables on the right hand side as explanatory variables when our dependent variable is discrete is not very problematic. So we can regress this model, and here dummy variable electric takes on a value of 1 if a woman lives in a house with electricity. The coefficient value is negative 0.36. And we can again summarize the result by comparing 100 women with electricity to 100 women without it. And we can say that 100 women with electricity will have 36 less children than women without electricity. So remember, women without electricity is our base group. So that's how we interpret a binary variable when our dependent variable is a discrete variable. So again, it's not very difficult to include discrete variable as a dependent variable in the model, but you have to summarize the result in a way that makes sense and use these type of group examples to make sense of these numbers. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.